Hi, this is Dr. Tim Conley at the Wurzweiler School of Social Work. Thanks for clicking in and gaining some more information on our joint MSW CASAC program. We started building this in late 2017 into 2018 and were approved by New York State in April of 2020. Think of the time frame. It was right as the pandemic was picking up. But we got approved to embed the coursework necessary for a New York State credentialed alcohol substance abuse counselor credential. That's built into our curriculum. It took 3 elective courses being constructed by myself, Christy Aristi, other members of the faculty. We put this material together so that you can earn all of the hours necessary for a CASAC at the same time as you're earning all of the academic credits for an LMSW. And it works like this. You would take 3 addiction electives: social work 6691, 6791, and 6891. It's social work practice with addictions 1, 2, and 3. And if you work those into your MSW program, those courses alone, along with the rest of the curriculum, will result in you being awarded what's called a CASAC 350. It's a 350-hour addiction counselor training certificate. And the rest of the hours come from the rest of your coursework: Foundations of Practice 1 and 2, Advanced Practice 1 and 2, Human Behavior Social Environment, Psychosocial Pathology, Ethics, and Diversity. Those courses, along with the 3 electives, really would have you graduate duly licensed or duly credentialed, the LMSW and the CASAC. The reasons why are, to me, who's been in the business since the early 1990s, they're self-evident. Addiction has been here. It's been here my whole career. It's been the focus of my professional activities my whole career, from pre-MSW all the way through my doctorate and beyond, because addiction is with us. Just some of the numbers that I put in this week's newsletters, a real grave milestone was 100,000 overdose deaths within a 12-month period last year. That is an epidemic. Nicotine dependence, tobacco continues to kill just under 500,000 people. I mean, it's in the 400,000s per year. Alcoholism cranks along, killing about 95,000 people a year. There's no way in a social work caseload you're not going to encounter people who are addicted, have been in a deep personal relationship with somebody who's addicted, etc. It shows up everywhere. So for me, I would have everybody take an addictions course. And our other certificates at the school require an addictions course. So in Addictions 1 offers 3, almost 4 sections per semester for students at Wurzweiler. I won't bore you with stuff that I can give you on a handout, other than to say, one thing that comes up. Here's a couple of challenges and misconceptions. Challenge 1, perhaps you've already taken 1 or 2 electives, but you still want to get the CASAC. Okay. You would audit the additional 2 courses. You don't need to pay full price for them. It's $575 to audit a course. You basically take the course. The only thing you don't get is a grade. What you do get is the course and your transcript. And as long as I can look at a transcript and see Addiction 1, 2, and 3 on there at our school, whether you took it for credit and paid full price or whether you audited it, if it's on the transcript, you took it, you get your CASAC 350, okay? So the education piece really is pretty straight. Complete your MSW and complete the 3 electives. And, here's the practice piece. It's not necessary that you do your field placement in addiction, but if you do, the hours will count towards the practice hours necessary to get the full CASAC. So you have the education piece, the 350, you get your CASAC, and you do 2,000 hours of practice for that to be a full CASAC. They take what's called a T off the end, CASAC trainee off the end. But of those 2,000 hours, you could get up to 1,200 in your field placement if you're in an OASIS clinic, if you're in a mental health practicum, if you're someplace else that you're working with addictions. It's good to have it, but it's not absolutely necessary. I have had students graduate who had not really worked directly in addictions. That's okay. You document that on your application, and you owe the 2,000 hours of supervised practice. Just like with an LMSW, you'll need supervised practice to get your LCSW. those supervised hours can be the same hours, by the way. You can double count a practice hour after you graduate as both CASAC and LMSW. So kind of down to the details there, but for those that are interested, this should be good information. I'm going to include a link to an informational website as well as a document that kind of spells this out so that you can refer back to it. But as always, you all have academic advisors, Christy or Kadisha, but feel free to reach out to Dr. C directly, and I'm willing to set up a one-on-one advising session on how you can be involved in becoming the solution of helping to heal a society which is really racked more than ever with addictive disorders. Thanks for tuning in.